Oh, man. See the blood? Blood, 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 blood. And I see caribou tracks, a lot of them, and they're all going kind of this way. And if you look in the caribou tracks, there's wolf prints going that way. So I think the wolves are just as confused as I am, but I'm gonna follow these and see what's going on. I don't know what the hell's going on. Could have just happened at different times. But any fresh track I see, I know is from last night because it snowed a 1/4 inch. You see this blood right here? Right here, it's splattered right there. This thing's taking me on a journey. Man, got wolves right here. And then look at the blood. You can see how thick it's getting. See the wolf tracks and the caribou tracks. The wolves are hot on this.
Yeah, I come across kills, come across blood. It's usually pretty old, where snow covers it up. You can't find it. I see something that's fresh. It's pretty exciting. It's pretty special.
Oh man, check this out. Caribou hair. A little bit of hair up there too, which is interesting because the blood is that way. Yeah. My name is Johnny Rolfe. It's been pretty hungry country. It's been pretty dry around here. This thing's got me zigzagging everywhere. I need the meat. I always do. So I can't pass this opportunity up. Right here is where it laid down. Yeah, man. That's how the wolves make a living. You know, they generally go after the weak, and they keep the caribou herd strong. The caribou rely on the wolves. It sounds twisted, it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. There's more blood right there, too. I think we're getting real close. God, what a life out here, man. It's a wild, wild life. Chambers. So we got a lynx hanging out, walking around the fence line over here. I'm gonna see if I can put a little stalk on him. I don't know if we can catch up to him through the snow, but we'll give it a shot. Protecting animals out here is really difficult. It's always something different. It's always something you don't expect. Alaska it's unpredictable and it's relentless. Straight through those trees. I don't know if we'll catch up to him in time, but we could try. My name is Nathan Brown. Farming is a lot of relentless chaos. It pushes you to make the right decisions, make the smart decisions, because at the end of the day, I gotta get back home to my wife and my kids. I gotta be a part of that team. I don't wanna just be constantly chasing after something. I wanna be driving this farm and directing it. He's gone, unfortunately. He's got a little bit of an unfair advantage. Stays on top of that snow a lot easier. I can see where he went. But I don't think we're gonna catch up through this. And Smooch here will just scare it off. Let's get to it.
This isn't the first time we've had a predator encroaching on the animals. But when it does, it's always scary. You know, we got a lot of vulnerable animals out there. And, you know, this is our livelihood. I see tracks going both directions. Not only to go visit our little aviary area, looking for a lunch of some sort, but it also looks like it hopped the fence and visited our barn over here. See what it was doing. That's a little paw print there. We've got this little crack here we haven't addressed yet. And it obviously was peering in there at the animals. You know, we got a lot of vulnerable animals in there. We got half a dozen sheep, half a dozen goats, and 4 brand new baby lambs that were born about a week and a half ago. Wouldn't surprise me if it comes back knowing that that's there. So I have several traps, some conibears, which I think is what I'm gonna use to try to catch this guy and see if we can keep this problem from happening again.
Shagluk is the last remaining Daguetan village on the Innoko River. The quality of life, how much we're out on the land and interacting with nature, providing for ourselves, putting food on the table. That's how humans should live. Hello.
All right, I'm gonna head out and go have a look in the woods. Who wants to go with me?
Nope, not me, not me.
Chevelle?
Oh, you can't take my
You're
baby.
just too small. You
She's
can't
too
go yet. Well, I'm gonna go take a ride and see what I see.
Yeah, Uncle Mike will be ready for some moose meat, that's for sure. Middle of winter, you know?
Yep.
They're ready to eat some meat.
Okay, we'll see you guys.
See you, Dad. Bye, Dad. See you. Bye.
Can you say bye?
Hey, see you, Dad.
See you. See you.
See ya. See you, Dad.
My name is Chevy Roach. I'm gonna hunt for an elder, a proxy hunt it's called. And what that means is that he gets the tag, but he gives me the opportunity to hunt that animal for him. It's part of taking care of that older generation or people that also need meat but don't have the means of getting it. Cow and a calf. I seen a moose running through the woods and I wanted to get a good look at it. It's nice to see some moose. I can't shoot a cow with a calf. See if we can find a single moose with a calf. Out here, we really rely on moose meat as being our staple. So if you're hunting for an elder, you're going after a cow and moose because they're fat, they're healthy, and it's the best meat that we can provide. There's one set of tracks coming across the river. So it's a single animal of some sort, whether it's a bull or a cow. That's yet to be determined. These are the type of woods that these animals like to be in, right off the river. Fresh growth, that's what they feed on. When I heard my snow machine, it could have just taken off through the woods. There's a lot of different variables at play right now. Start working my way back to the river.
My name is Caleb Rowland. I live out in the heart of the Wrangell Mountains with my wife, Brittany, and my 2 children, Gilbert and Ellaby. I think my purpose living where I do is to give my kids an alternate way of growing up. They get to live a life of freedom, of choices, and they're not stifled out here. About checking on all my trails out here. These trails are kind of my lifeline. They connect my camp here back to my home and my supplies. And big bumps like this, every time you go over them, they get worse. Bumps never, ever fix themselves. So I think today I need to go build a groomer, something that'll greatly decrease the wear and tear on the bumper, on my sled, everything. We want a nice, safe trail, something that if there's an emergency, we can get out really, really quick. It's vital, absolutely vital. All right, got some steel here. This is gonna be the main frame.
Okay.
We'll cut these all to length, and then we need to clear out a spot right there for a nice flat workspace so we don't build a twist into it. That would be
Why is my trail not straight?
problem. I've pulled groomers in the past, and I've come up with a very efficient design that I think will work well for grooming snow. There's going to be a square frame with cutters. They come together like this, and they collect all the snow in the back, and then it should fill it all up in one pass.
It looks awesome. Ready to go get the welder?
Yep. Alaska has a vast array of resources. Just stand here and hold like this, and don't look at the arc. It can damage your eyes. It provides those resources
Piper, look away.
with a closed fist.
I got skills.
What?
I said, this is when I'm glad I have skills.
We, as users, have to figure out how to pry that cold, hard fist open to extract the resources that we need for our survival. Cool. Well, there we go. We have our frame. All the structural done. Now it's pieces of plastic, bolting on the hitch.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that.
Caribou come through. This injured caribou is obviously losing momentum and steam because these laying down areas are getting closer and closer together with more blood, so it's bleeding out. Another one right up here. Oh boy. My God. Look at this, man. There's still some good meat on it I'm gonna take. Oh my God. I got part of a front leg here. I got a whole front leg here. I got a neck. I got the brains, the tongue, the face, the jowl. I got this rear leg, part of this rear leg, and it looks like some ribs. Gotta be cautious where the wolves have bit because I don't think they have rabies, but they can. I'll just make sure I cook everything thoroughly, and I have no qualms about eating any of this. This is meat you don't pass up out in this country. Yeah, get it before the wolves come back. Dragging it would be too much drag in this deep snow, so I'll just make a little platform with spruce boughs and just drag it out. Go find some trees. You know, I don't feel bad taking this from the wolves. I don't have a saw with me because the wolves would take caribou from me, you know? I need to break this. You are kind of selfish out here. Just like that. Sometimes you can find cranberries. There's a cranberry. There we go. But I don't think it's a bad selfish. Just looking out after yourself. I just need something makeshift and quick because I got a pretty long haul home, and I just want to get this caribou out of here. Yeah, that's plenty. I can build a pack frame out of all of these. Yeah. This is why you always carry these items in your pocket. Yeah, it's fairly often I come across an old wolf kill, but it's not frequent that I come across a fresh one like that, where I can actually take meat before they come back. You talk about being close to where your food comes from. There's just no better place to experience that than out here for me personally. And I needed this meat really, really bad. They fit perfect. Like that. I'm part of this food chain too out here. I'm not above the wolves, I'm not below the wolves. I like to think we're all just riding parallel. And we jump in our lane and we do what we need to do to get by. This is what I consider Arctic roadkill.
Out here, there are no conveniences. If I want something to be convenient, I have to inconvenience myself to create the convenience. It's not just there, courtesy of the state of Alaska.
You want to grab the hairdryer?
What you doing?
I am trying to make a ski, and I need to bend the tip of this metal while it's red hot. So we're looking for this to get nice and cherry red, Ellie.
Yummy cherry.
Woo. It's gonna take a little while. It's gotta get it up to over 1,000 degrees.
Whoa.
Hair dryers are such useful tools in the bush. We use them for heating motors up, just about anything but actually drying hair. All right, shall we go try and bend this?
Yeah.
Look at that glow.
Ooh. Ooh, nice. Look at that. Ooh. So cool.
That'll be a real nice ski.
I really like that. My family's able to help me with this project. The kids, you know, they might not help the whole time, but they absorb little bits and pieces of knowledge.
Oh, that's hot.
And it's useful information for them.
Oh, it's red. Oh, wow.
Okay. Are you wanting to try and bend it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, once I step it down there, you gotta go fast. Okay, down. Keep going. Okay, let's check it.
A little more.
Little too far.
Whoa.
Yeah. Looks pretty great.
That'll do.
Just right.
You know, I don't wake up in the morning thinking, you know, what am I going to kill today? Death is kind of just part of the process out here. It is hard sometimes, but you just got to realize that there is a balance. You know, I like lynx, they're really cool animals, but I like them when they're outside of the boundaries of the farm. You know, we just got too many vulnerable animals here. It's obviously really hungry. Otherwise, it wouldn't be lingering around. Hope we get it lured into this box here with a little conibear. The idea is just to make it like a tiered thing where I'll put the longest log and then a shorter log so it kind of walks up it like a set of stairs. And as soon as I feel like dogs aren't going to be able to get up, put their paw in it, and break their arm on that conibear, then I'll put that box on. It's not what I necessarily want to have to do, but it knows our farm's a all-you-can-eat buffet. Enough to hold it for now. I might even use some more baling wire to wrap that around. We'll see. Switch, come here. Here, girl. Come on. No, I normally don't want you jumping up. Jump up. Come on. Come here. Up. Up. Good girl.
I don't think you can reach up there. I think I'm ready to put the box on top. All right.
We love raising our own meat, our own produce. And these animals aren't just our pets. They're our livelihood. You know, this is our food. They're important, crucial elements. You know, we can't be losing them to any predator that comes by.
Back again.
Hey, look.
This gun is way off. I haven't sighted it, so I'm gonna have to get closer. Can't believe it hasn't ran off yet. I don't know if I hit it or not. Yeah, I don't see any blood at all. I don't think I hit it. And of course, I got a bunch of birds in the coop right behind here where it was sitting. It's obviously not scared. It's coming back for more over and over.
Gil, right here's one.
I think it's important that my kids learn they should not set limits on themselves. The limits that they experience should be ones that they can't overcome, things that just physically are impossible. Not a mental game inside their head. Trying to think we might want to use the 2.5ers for this, but
Want to try one?
yeah, this one's not quite long enough. All right, Ellie, you need to not play with things, okay?
Hey.
I don't want that stuff getting lost. I'm a long ways away from any store, hundreds and hundreds of miles. Building this trail groomer is gonna allow me to... Okay, Ellie, I am being too crowded right now. Travel farther, haul heavier loads, and thrive as a family out here. This is a wee bit thick. Ooh-wee. Hey, guys.
Are you having a hard time getting things done with us around?
No, they're just playing on my work surface. Trails and snow machines. Hey, here you go. They're assets as long as you treat them well. And we want them to last for a long time. Done. Ha! Okay, who wants to try the ski out?
What do you mean?
Stick it on the ground and push it.
Ooh, yeah! It's heavy.
Very important to care for the machines and keep these trails groomed because everything that comes out here in the wintertime has to come behind snow machines. Next step, assemble this to the ski.
Here.
That's what we do a groomer for, make the trail nice and smooth.
What does this thing do?
That's what makes it go up and down. Be nicer to our equipment. Okay. Japers, quit messing with stuff.
I better go. Ah!
Yeah. Old guys, and I've heard it from my father-in-law, older guys, they just get tired of killing. They just don't have it in them anymore. They don't like it. It's something that they did while they were younger, but it's just a different stage in their life. I guess that's the way the cycle works. Fresh tracks over there. just watching for movement. Thought I saw fresh tracks. The thing about walking is not gonna spook them quite as easy as on a snow machine. Nothing fresh this far. It would have crossed my path. Somewhere in here I'd see fresh tracks, nothing. So it's still hanging out close to the river. So I'm just gonna keep on driving and looking for more fresh tracks. Narrow down my search. Proxy hunting is something that a lot of people in this region do for one another. All of Uncle Mike's family helped me build our house in Shaglock for my family. Ass-busting work every day for free. It's important that I help him in any ways that I can. Got a nice single moose right here. Looks to be by itself. I want to watch it for a little while, make sure it doesn't have a calf. Hit it pretty good. I just want to go have a look. I want to make sure it's out of its misery. Can't be too careful around these animals. Jump right back up. All right. Uncle Mike will be happy. Okay.
This is remote wilderness. So much is going on that nobody will ever
Almost there.
witness or know. And it's really cool to see a tiny glimpse of what really happens out here. It's not a children's book. Everything that's living out here is fighting for its life. It's very comforting, and I don't think that's normal. But most of the things I do out here aren't really normal either. The wolves just went to town on this neck. That's all kind of the blood clotting when the wolf bit down. And then this is the throat right here and trachea. There's a damn hole there. I mean, look at my knife just goes all through there. That's pretty wild. It's just cool to see, you know. I know this stuff's happening out here on a daily basis, but I don't always get front row seats. In this case, a backstage pass to witness this kind of stuff. It's kind of an odd start because I've never processed an animal that's already been started. I bet you the wolves have a much easier time getting through these ribs than I do with this little janky saw. Cleaning up this meat reminds me of a time I had a caribou. It was dragged about 30 yards off and just kind of torn apart from a big grizzly bear. But I ended up salvaging probably 75% of that caribou at least. And I was doing what I'm doing now. It's like just kind of cleaning all around the teeth marks of the bear. There's no possessions out here. Part of me questioned, is this the right thing to do? And that's that kind of town mindset. It's still with me because I would never take food from my neighbor. I would never rob
a neighbor from food. It doesn't work that way out here. If there's a meal sitting there, food for the taking, heck yeah, I'm gonna share food with the wolves.
I think that'll be fine right there. Can you hold it there?
Yeah, I think. Yep.
Having a farm out in the middle of nowhere like this, where there's no boundary line between the wilderness and our farm, knowing that a predator could come in at any moment and take something from us, we need to make sure that we have some level of control for the safety of our animals.
Excited to get out and do some trapping. I didn't think it'd be in the backyard. But it is what it is. I mean, it's fur either way.
Fun part.
Sketchy part.
All I need you to do is
Set
set the little safeties. Yeah, go farther down. It's not gonna suck.
For us on the farm, life and death is a huge thing.
Still need to bend it a little bit more.
It's never easy to take a life, especially if something's so beautiful. But we can't risk what we need out here to sustain ourselves. There you go.
There we go. Booyah.
Nice.
See what these traps do.
Hopefully
I'm sure
something good.
that thing will be back.
All right. Nice job, honey.
Thank you. You too. Between these two, I'm thinking we'll be successful. I'm hoping so.
I hope so too.
So Link showed up on top of the roof of our chicken coop. We're gonna see if we can take care of it right now and get this done and over with. We don't want it breaking in and causing mass devastation. You know what?
Hi, baby. I'm so sorry. How the heck did it get up there?
Okay.
I don't like this. Oh, God.
Let's go around.
Now we gotta actually find it. Oh,
I think I got it.
it. That's a dead lynx there.
Okay.
It's dead. You got him.
It is beautiful.
It's gorgeous. It's oh my
I mean,
gosh.
it's
he's
a
got
shame to-
huge paws. It is a bummer that he had to go, but
You know, it was this or all of our birds.
oh, poor guy. I'm sorry, bud. I don't want to wake up to mass devastation. But,
Let's get her inside and take care of her in the morning.
sounds like a plan.
I never hunt for horns. I don't go on guided hunts. I don't put on my walls. We do this to be able to feed people. Can't eat horns, man. Well, it's nice to have this moose down for Uncle Mike.
It's been a long time since I've seen a moose run when I shot it.
Well, doing this, it's not always gonna be one shot, one kill, and the moose goes down. Sometimes your best option is to draw blood.
find it again, and knock it down. Just like wolves do it. I'll skin the rest of this animal out, cut this leg off, cut that leg off, roll this whole animal over, and go from there. Santi's dad, Rudy, he said, when you come to an animal like this and you ask somebody, what cut do you want? A lot of people say, oh, I want tenderloin. I want that prime meat out of that if I'm gonna take one cut. I'm gonna cook a great steak. Take off this other leg, and the cut that Rudy wants, all right, another leg ready to go and slit, is the soup meat, like this. And he said, steak is I. Soup meat, stew meat is we. You could have people over, you could feed your family. That's a cool way of thinking of it. That's what this proxy hunt provides, is we. I have one more piece of moose meat here. I'm gonna throw it in my sled, get wrapped up, try to go find Uncle Mike on the trail. I'll meet him between 15 and 18 miles out there somewhere. The land provides again.
I keep going every day because I have a lust for adventure. And for me, every opportunity to adventure is an opportunity to get out and try to find my limits. And so far, I've never found them.
Oh boy. Too short. We need more wire.
What happened?
Wire on the thing's a little short.
Moment of truth, did it tug at all?
I haven't pulled yet.
You haven't pulled yet.
There's an electric tongue jack. We got to be able to adjust how much weight is on the ground so that it's pullable.
Uh-huh.
We're going to make things a little Western here, Gilbert.
What do you mean?
We're going to pinch this wire with a bolt. I have a plan that'll work.
With a bolt?
Yep. What I call cowboy wiring. I don't have any wire nuts out here, so this is just gonna have to work.
Got it yourself?
Oh no, I'll need help.
I think it's very important for my children to learn how to survive out here.
It's got to be between the washers.
That's what I was trying to get into.
If they want something, they do it.
Okay. The red pliers and the dikes go in my gear tote, and the wrench stuff goes in my toolbox. I think this is gonna do it.
They don't rely on a government entity to do it for them. They do it.
Got no power. Why is that? Alrighty. What's your problem? Wonder if they didn't put a fuse in here.
Do you have a fuse, Dad? Do you? Did we do something wrong?
There it goes.
Hey.
Weird. Huh, I guess I have some electrical issues to figure out. But we have the hand cranky, so.
All right, Gilbert, let's go stand over here and watch him move.
All right, you ready to see if it pulls?
Uh-huh.
You gonna watch?
Yeah.
Piper.
Oh yeah, Ellie.
I'm just going a taco.
Oh, that pulls the snow beautifully, Ellie. I'm so happy with that.
It worked.
Working good.
You know, when I was a little kid in Oregon, we were at this campsite, and there was this guy, he had a lynx as a pet, and it was on this rock just pacing back and forth and hissing at me. Ever since then, I've been enamored with lynx. I just thought it was the coolest thing.
Why did you have to kill that?
So, you know, this isn't just a regular old house cat wandering around. This is a wild animal, and we have a lot of animals on this farm that we gotta protect. It's a lot of vulnerable livestock. We got our baby lambs, we got all our chickens and ducks and geese, turkeys, and we just gotta protect them.
Yeah, if we lose our livestock, we lose a good share of our livelihood, and we can't risk that, honey.
This lynx's death is not in vain. I do want to teach my kids that going out and taking an animal's life isn't something you do on a whim.
It was a really skinny thing.
It was really, really skinny.
Sometimes it's just necessary, and you have to respect the wildlife. You have to respect the animals out here.
Hey, how's the trail that way?
That's good.
I got you one good cow.
Oh, yeah.
Tender.
No fat on the bulls, you know.
No fat on the bulls.
No.
No. So the way that I treat people through my younger years represents the way that I'll be treated when I'm old. You can keep that tarp.
Sled too, yeah.
Go ahead.
Use it to haul wood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the moose. Hunt for elders.
Yeah.
Yeah. When they have hard time and make sure they get moose, you know.
No problem. Fire it up. Drive off into the sunset. At some point in time. Okay, have a safe trip.
Yeah.
It'll be my turn to get back. You're not an elder just because you turn a certain age. You're an elder because of what you've done and how you've carried yourself for your life.
Split right down the middle, all that bone marrow. Kind of let it come out of that bone and fry up some meat. You know, I never knew I was really living until I came out here. Then I realized I was just existing in city life. That's it. Came out here and life had a whole new meaning. This is life. This is how I'm supposed to be living. It's what life's all about. Sharing food with the wolf. I get to share it with Java. We're all after the same thing out here. Living life is full of adventure, having the freedom to walk and explore, no limitations. And that's what we live for every day. All right, here you go. What do you think? Ooh-wee. Wow.